Let's talk a little bit about 2022. What do you feel like God is showing you? And where are we on the time clock, if you will, of the end of time?
Yeah, well, here's the interesting thing. I was just telling Jonathan backstage, I have to go to other countries sometimes to get a word for America. It always amazes me because I just want to stay here, and then a door will open. I go to Guatemala, or go to Brazil, or go to Taiwan. It's like, I don't want to go. And the Lord says, I'm going to meet you there. And invariably, I go there and get a word for the United States. I can't figure out why that is. I'm here looking for it, and I find it in another country. So I go down to meet with Bolsonaro, President Bolsonaro in Brazil. He's got 250 million people. He literally is the key to South America. He is called the Trump of the tropics. He's outspoken. He's Twitter offensive. He's in a battle with the press in his own country. He's saying he's worried about what's going to happen with the software that's going to be used in the election. And their election is 1 month before our midterms. As Brazil goes, so you can see South America moving. So it's a very important role. And I'm looking at him and I'm saying, well, what's going to happen? While I'm there, the Lord gives a word to me through the pastor that was hosting the meeting. He said that God is speaking to him from Joshua when he went to the valley in one of the first key battles with the Amorites, taking and recovering ground that needed to be taken. And he called the sun to stand still and the moon to stand still in the valley. And God heard Joshua and literally held the sun and the moon in place. In other words, he extended time for victory. And what I heard it, and when I got back to the United States, the Lord said, that's the word. I said, that's the word. What does that mean? In 2022, we're going to see, and this goes into midterms, but it goes beyond that. We've lost a lot of ground.
Right.
And the enemy has been, now this is just my opinion, not certainly your station, but my opinion is that stolen elections have consequences, and a spirit of lawlessness has been loosed in America. We saw it happen before the election, and the Christian community was shocked that it continued to roll all the way through to what was the way January 6th was covered, and even beyond that. And we're looking at this, is there no check on this lawlessness? Where are our prayers going? And I feel like the Lord said to me that he's answering those prayers, but he's answering them in a more profound way than we want them answered. We want them answered immediately. God allows them to serve a purpose. What's happening now is he's exposing the actual condition of America. It's almost like the enemy has to turn over all his cards.
Right.
You see, there's no mystery to someone that wants to be awakened. And the awakening is civic as well as spiritual. And it's like the cards are turning over. We see where they're at right now. When I was in Brazil, I heard it. God is going to give us the extension of time to recover ground that was lost. 2022 is the battles we're going to win in order to recover ground that was taken. And in doing so, the church is going to come to a new, dare I say, militant level of maturity. Not meaning armed on the streets, but spiritually armed to defend their own rights and existence. We've become pacifists. We've actually become conditioned to be lambs when we should be lions. Mark has had that spirit get on him. You had that spirit on you. And when I'd listen to you guys, I go, oh, well, I'm not the only one who's sticking their neck out here in this discourse. God's raising up an awakening voice in America.